Good afternoon, friends, and I hope that you have enjoyed going through the stories, the origin stories of the Hebrew people in the book of Genesis as we've made our way into the story of Moses, the burning bush with which many of you will be familiar. And this week we arrive at the famous scene from movies that we've probably all watched and were dazzled by when we were younger, the seas parting and Moses leading his people through the parted sea, and then the Egyptians coming in behind and being washed away and drowned. This passage, with plenty of dramatic flair, has nevertheless caused me great difficulty. Partly because, while I fully support a God that wishes liberation for God's people, for all people, it's the drowning of the Egyptians that caused me difficulty. My hope this week is that we together can explore some of the complexity of this text. The title of my sermon is, Does God Choose Sides? My hope is that we'll come away with a fuller, richer understanding of the text that does not have God choosing one people over another, playing favorites, as it were, but rather God always being on the side of justice, liberation, emancipation, and that God will always support the struggle of people who are in bondage and who are suffering under oppression to get out of that situation. I want to suggest that it's not so much a people side that God chooses, but rather the side of justice. And so whoever is experiencing displacement, whoever is experiencing neglect and denial of basic human needs, God will be on that side, because it is God that wishes for an abundant life for all communities. And so I hope that somewhere in reading, singing, praying, and listening, that we will together probe the depths of this very rich passage, which has had some difficulties probably for many of us. And what I'm going to ask you to do now is to perhaps comment, respond if you feel so inclined. I would love to take in some of your comments and your insights as I continue to prepare a sermon for Sunday. Sure, I have the outline, but as you know, I love to incorporate as much feedback and other perspectives and insights as I possibly can. So I'm glad that you took a little bit of time to listen in to this sneak peek, but also perhaps incline your ear a little bit to my invitation, because I would welcome any engagement that you might feel inclined to offer, and hope to see you on Sunday. Thank you.